Welcome to New Orleans and Yorman Stadium. And while today is the final home game of the season, the Bulls headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Tulane Green Wave offense takes the field, and they'll have the ball first. And here comes the junior running back. He's coming off a 100-yard game and a couple of touchdowns in their last win. Off play action on first down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
This offense already in the black zone, a little bit backed up. How do they want to respond? They come out to throw the football, be aggressive, and this defense was ready, and they got pressure on the quarterback and got a sack on the very first snap.
The Green Wave put itself in a mess behind the sticks here on second down. Johnson looking to throw. Got it set up on the outside. Sweet cut there. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Wide receiver comes in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Gets it to him on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. On third and long, try to convert through the air. He lets one fly deep. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down.
And this offense talked about coming into the game, creating those explosive plays, being great on third down. Check, check. Both of those plays happen on the first drive, and they come through already in a great rhythm to start this football game.
After the 7-yard completion, it's now 2nd and 3. The give to the single back. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Defense trying to come up with a stop on third and short from the 37. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a catch, first down and maybe a lot more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Johnson wants to throw it. Fires left. And it's incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The run to the left. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. 9th play of the opening drive coming up, but now they face a 3rd down. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down. They converted 4th down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Lets it go to the end zone. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. The Bulls offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. James Simon, he has become a key piece of this offense.
Well, you're seeing more and more offenses in college football use running backs in the passing game. This guy is the prime example, and he's a guy that deserves all the touches and all the catches he's had, because David, he's basically a receiver playing the running back spot. He can hurt you taking handoffs, but this guy can run the route tree. He can get out vertically down the field, catches it in traffic. Such a great versatile weapon to have.
And usually you see running backs, it's a little bit awkward when they do catch it, but like you see, his arms are stretched out. He catches it with his hands. And the offensive coordinator told us this week coming in the matchups. Like, he's got a playlist for this guy, right? Like, get this guy the ball in space. He's going to make sure he gets several touches and several matchups where he can get him. If he gets him matched up on a linebacker, that's a matchup they want to go attack. So this guy's been a weapon out of the backfield.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Croman Hope. Throws to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. And the Bulls will line up to punt it away. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on their scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this drive.
Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Now improvising. Got a 1st down. There he goes. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. A 1st down for the offense. Knocked off his feet. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. The Green Wave lining up, facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Starting to feel a little pressure. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line. Caught behind the line. It's Mitchell. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. Johnson looking to throw. Makes the catch. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. Tulane comes to the line, needing less than a yard on 3rd down. Wide receiver going in motion. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And this one splits the uprights. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Bulls offense comes out ready to go to work. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run the option. Now the toss. Fights off a defender. And he's swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
This is a team right now playing with tons of confidence because of how much their defense is dominating. Just look what they did the last time they took the field. And look what they're doing early in this game. They've got dudes flying around making plays. They are a tough unit.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Dropping back, it's Croman Hope. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. The Bulls line up to punt it away. That first punt was a beauty. Did take another one just like it. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. The inside handoff. 7-yard pickup on that one is now 2nd and 3. The Green Wave with plenty of options here on 2nd and short. They'll keep it on the ground. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Guys, the quarter comes to a close, and Tulane has the lead here. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So first down here as they go back to work. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. That's caught. It's Johnson. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Short completion on first down, and here they are with 2nd and 8. Spins away from the defense. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the Oak. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. 2nd down coming up. Caught in the backfield, it's Powell, and they get him down. It's 3rd down, and the line to gain is the 36. They'll move the wide receiver. Johnson wants to throw it. Under fire. Finds a man in the middle. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Gives it to the back on the draw. Able to make the tackle, but not before he gets 5 yards down to the 21. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Keeps it on the option. There's some room. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. Tulane with an opportunity on 1st and goal. He's looking to pass. Under fire. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Snagged out of the air. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Right down the boulevard. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. This USF offense will open this drive right here. They are searching for any type of answer they can find, down 6-0. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. To the air, it's Croman Hope. Flips it out on the screen. Nice move there. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen. Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Gets it out quickly. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Wants to throw again. Looking to the big tight end. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Quick toss. And he knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Looking for space, it's Simon. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The run inside, it's Young. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. 3rd and short now from their own 48. They'll try to get the first through the air. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Porter. Hard-hitting tackle. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Croman Hope. Makes the grab on the left. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. No good. Guys, they could have cut the deficit in half if that field goal had been good, still down by 6. The Green Wave offense makes its way onto the field. They've had a couple of productive drives, but they've had to settle for field goals in 2 of their 3 previous possessions, Jesse.
Yeah, this is an offense that takes a lot of pride in execution, and they feel like they should have scored a touchdown every single drive. So while it's been good, not great, David, just execute a little bit better, and they can put this one in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think you point that out. We went all the way down the field on 2 of our first 3 drives and got field goals. Now, just a little better execution when that field starts to shrink and it gets a little bit more difficult.
Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Rushes on him. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. The snap sets up the throw. They've got the screen set up. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. And it took everything he had, but he barely gets it in there. They're now up 9-0.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
On the move from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. On the ground with the counter. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Dropping back, it's Croman Hope. Extending the play. Trying to escape and get it himself. Breaks into the open. They finally get him down, but the explosive play has them set up as we get set for the final 2 minutes of the half. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. From the gun. Makes the catch. It's Upshaw. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is broken up, incomplete, but there is a penalty flag on the field, and they may be throwing it in reverse. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Wants to fire on second down. Hauls it in. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. They missed a field goal on that last drive, but here on third down, they can't afford for this possession to come up empty. Fires to the wideout. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. And the Bulls decide to punt it away. Maybe one notch of adrenaline too much on the punt there. It hits about a yard deep in the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Motion from the wideout. Out of the gun to give to the back. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Tulane right back to the line.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Finds his back in the middle. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage before he was stopped, but using the running back in the short passing game gives him a first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Johnson looking to throw. Oh, they're after him. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Bulls. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And this is always the fine line as an offense, man. You want to be aggressive. You want to go get more points right before the half. But you can't be careless. You can't make mistakes. And, man, Palmer, that's a big mistake that goes all the way back the other direction.
And give the defense credit, too, because in that two-minute situation, they're expecting pass. Everybody's got to be on guard. Everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback. He was able to jump the throw. Now he's taking it the distance. He's building the lead for his team. They've got so much momentum now heading into halftime.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Now on first down from the 30.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. There's the pressure. Got the back over the middle. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. Set up for the first down play, and they're going to call a timeout and talk it over instead. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Pressure coming. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. No good. Still down by 2. Chance to take the lead out the window. Guys, tough break there. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, week 12, almost zero margin for error. Just the way we like it here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look at UCLA taking on the #1 team, the USC Trojans. And it's the Bruins coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. And that's now 5 straight victories. They've really been clicking on all cylinders at this point of the season. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now over to your game inside Yulman Stadium. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Yulman Stadium.
Just about set to get this second half underway. He'll bring it out. It's Young. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. After the lack of production in the first half, plenty to talk about. Let's see what they can dial up here in the third. Turning it on! They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll run the option. And he'll be hit immediately. No gain on the play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking for a man. It's Croman Hope. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in. It'll be third and long. Here's the snap. Itching to fire downfield. Pass rush. Gets there. Gets home. Gets him down at the 23.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front four to get the job done on third down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
The Bulls will punt this one away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Offense in a bunch formation. The give out of the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
This defense will bring pressure from the linebacker level, from the cornerback level, free safety level, and the strong safety level. They're bringing it from all over the field.
Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Looking to throw, it's Croman Hope. Moves away as he feels pressure. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. He'll throw on 3rd down. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Now the play fake. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And they can't connect a costly turnover on downs. Great place to start for this offense. From the gun, running back on the move. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go right back to it. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they love to convert this 3rd and short. He'll try to get to the marker himself. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17. Tulane looking to put one on the board from the red zone. He leaves it with his back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there. Got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Defense a little too eager. That's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. He's got it on the right. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. The officials will stop play as the training staff comes out to look at this injured bull. That's the senior safety being evaluated by medical personnel. Holly will let us know what's going on with him. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Green Wave! Excellent pass by the back on the option. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese. You've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. The offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacked on the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. And he takes this from inside the 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Bulls offense comes out ready to go to work. They'll run the counter. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Back to pass. It's Croman Hope. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. So now it's 2nd and long. On the delay, it's Simon. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
And the Bulls can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Running inside, it's Thurman. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the 1st down here. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. The Bulls will snap it on 1st and 10. Tight end now in motion. The give on the counter. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down at 2nd and 6. Back to pass. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback moving. Going to try to get it himself. Inside the 30. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And both these quarterbacks, man, they're showing off their ability to take off and scramble and make plays. Right here, it's a design pass. He's looking to make a play. What does he do? He sees some space, captures it, makes the big play with his feet, gets another first down. This guy can do that a lot.
Down to the 26-yard line and a first down. Back to pass, it's Croman Hope. The throw. Makes the grab. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. And the Bulls go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Run in the red zone, it's Young. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to fire. Has it. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. The Bulls will try to punch it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, South Florida. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run it from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Keep it on the ground. He stopped in his tracks, and at least they didn't lose yardage on this one. And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on third down. Here comes the heat. And down he goes.
Great job by the pass rush up front. Third and long situation. They're anticipating pass, and they know the quarterback's going to have to hold on to the football. Nice job pinning their ears back and getting home.
Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Looks it in at the 40. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Final play of the quarter coming. On the option. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. We've reached the break, and it's Tulane on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Thurman. He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage. To throw, it's Croman Hope. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds. And the Bulls will punt it away on fourth down. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play. The Tulane offense takes the field to open the drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And I think they'll mark him right at the line of scrimmage. Didn't help much with the breathing room, but on the upside, they avoided the safety. Trying to impose their will with the run. Couldn't find any way to get out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety.
Well, he was trying his best to get out of the end zone, but the penetration up front is what got that safety for the defense. Shooting their gaps, winning the one-on-ones. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
After giving up that safety, they'll have to boot it away and give it right back to them. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. To the air on first down. Fires to the tight end.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Wants to throw on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Bulls will send out the punt unit. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. From the gun, the ground game. Got enough for the first. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Tulane right back to the line.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll run it from the gun. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. He's got it again. Breaks the tackle. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. This USF offense will open this drive right here. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Coleman Hope. He's got him in the flat. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Trying to make magic with his feet. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. The run inside. It's Thurman. There's a crease.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. And the Bulls are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He lost one down the sideline. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. Touchdown, USF! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And this offense knew down the stretch, man, they were going to have to make some big plays, and that was just what they needed. They take the deep shot. First of all, I love the QB, man. I love him reading it, staying patient in the pocket, seeing the shot down the field, waiting for it to develop, Palmer, throws the strike, and they got the lead in this football game.
And he goes to his difference maker at receiver to come up with that touchdown, right? With the game on the line, you've got to have confidence that your guy's going to be able to make a play against the defender deep down the field late in the game, and that is exactly what happened. Two guys who've spent lots of time in the offseason throwing to one another, and it pays off big for them here.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they capped things off with a big play up top going 63 yards to the house. Tulane has it back in the offense coming out to go on the attack. And now this offense needs a late fourth quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. The sure hands, it's Johnson. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Tulane right back to the line.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field, too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this.
Oh, he's got some space. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. From the gun, running back gets to give.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the one.
Makes a deep grab. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Tulane. The green wave, strike right back.
The quarterbacks have to do a great job in the pocket, letting routes develop, taking their time. He does, throws the ball down the field, receiver catches it, and then does the rest, takes it in to the end zone for 6.
Extra point here will tie the game. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Could not make his way to the corner. And after that last completion netted a big fat 0, they're looking at 2nd and 10. On the delay, it's Simon. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Back to throw, it's Croman Hope. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Keeps it himself and gets to first. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down.
Well, we know the game of college football is always evolving and changing, and one of the biggest reasons why is the quarterback evolution. Dual-threat quarterbacks. You're seeing 2 great examples in this game so far. Both guys can hurt you throwing it. Both guys can hurt you running it. It's been the running attack for both of these guys that's been the big story so far.
Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. The Bulls send out the punt unit. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. And he's wrestled to the ground. Tulane to the line, facing 2nd and short. That's reeled in. It's Mitchell. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. 3rd down play from the gun. Keeps looking downfield. He slides past the first down marker, and he'll convert that 3rd and long. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. The give on the inside.
The name of the game right now is getting yards and getting them in chunks. However you want to do that. I'm fine running the football, but you've got to be more productive than what we've seen on these last 2 plays.
Bought a little time, lets it go. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Johnson wants to throw it. Looking to scramble. He won't have enough for the first down as the defense able to corral him. It'll be 4th down. The Bulls use their first timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. Can't hang on, he muffs it.
And these punt returners want to make big plays, but man, oh man, did he make a big mistake. Flipping the field position, defense flying in on him, and he did not secure the football in that play.
The give from the gun. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Buys a little time with his feet. Remember, down where you start the slide, and he'll be short of the line to gain. Timeout now called by USF, and that's their final one. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. Keeps it himself. Oh, he got loose. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Guys, this is the kind of finish we hope for. Tie game. Offense with a chance to grab the lead in the waning moments. Touchdown, Green Wave! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and said, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
Attempt to try. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Quickly to the tight end.
If they're going to win this game in a 2-minute situation, it's not just going to be receivers on the outside making plays. They got to use the entire field, so the tight end over the middle of the field is a great weapon at this juncture of the game.
He's got it.
What a great job outside working that route. Not only did he get to the sticks to make sure he got the first down, but also was able to get himself out of bounds to stop the clock. You could not do that any better in a 2-minute situation.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Dropping back, it's Croman Hope. Safe little shovel pass. He has a knack for taking away the tackler's leverage. He's out to the 34. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. He'll try to do it himself. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Bring in the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get